before we get to the battles, I want to shout out Ridge, who has been sponsoring my channel for over 6 months, and all the people who have supported me through this. I've been using my Ridge wallet for over half a year now, and it's been such a great upgrade from my old wallet that was really heavy and chunky. After having this wallet for a long time, it's retained its strength, style, and I basically use it every day. I feel safe going anywhere with my bank card, as the Ridge wallet has built-in RFID blocking to stop any scammers. This titanium wallet is durable, stylish, and very minimalistic. The Ridge wallet comes in a variety of styles for you to choose what suits you the best. As well as this great wallet, Ridge had so many other great products like this durable keychain, ripstop drink sleeve, and field notes if you're out in the go and about exploring. Ridge is confident you enjoy this product with over 30,000 5-star reviews. You get free shipping, free returns if you don't like it, and a lifetime guarantee. Get this wallet and other great products by going to ridge.com/Pimpnite. That's right, ridge.com/Pimpnite, and use code Pimpnite for 10% off. Link in the description. What's up YouTube? For today's video, we're going full Overpowered Generation 8 Pokemon team. I'll be including Pokemon in Generation 8 that I feel are the most overpowered. I'll be not including legendaries and uber Pokemon like Galar, Darmanitan. If there's a Pokemon you feel fits on this team or could fit on this team, leave below in the comment section. Alright, this is a battle against Castle Ho, and this was done on my Twitch. I got some really cool battles, and I really hope you enjoy them. So throughout this video, I'll be explaining why I put these Pokemon on my team, and you know why they deserve this spot pretty much. Okay, so we got a Arachnid lead here. It's not the greatest matchup for Cinderace, so I'm going to be swapping that one out. So now we're going to be going into Dracovish. Dracovish was running a pretty interesting set, so I thought I'd run the worst sets on the best Pokemon. We got a water absorbed Dracovish. Okay, let me show you this amazing set. So we got max health, max special attack, right? We got choice specs, Draco Meteor, right? Hydro Pump, Ancient Power, and Earth Power. So I'm going to throw a couple of Lord Helixes at the Arachnid lair, doing some pretty good damage and getting a Ancient Power boost, which is absolutely awesome. So that's going to make me very, very bulky, and it's probably going to confuse the opponent too, because they were probably expecting a physical move as they were setting that reflect up. So now I'm very, very bulky. I've got some decent special offense now with the choice specs attached. The only bad thing is I am locked into Ancient Power. However, I can go for a Dynamax and use some other moves if I need to. In this situation, I was thinking I could go for another Ancient Power and probably almost take it out, like get some really good damage. If they do swap, I could easily Dynamax. So now we're going to go for an Ancient Power on the Arachnid again, almost take it out. They're doing some really nice damage, and we're going to Leech Life coming for Arachnid. It's not going to do anything at all. As I mentioned earlier, I was running a max health set, plus I got that Ancient Power boost, giving me a +1 in defense too. So we're in a really, really good position at the moment, and I just try to imagine what this other person's thinking right now. They're like, what? A water absorb Ancient Power choice specs? I don't even know if they think that I've got choice specs. But anyway, going for another Ancient Power, and Arachnid is going to go down. I was actually low-key hoping for another Ancient Power boost, but it doesn't matter. I was very happy getting one right. It's only a 10% chance. Alright, next Pokemon we're coming out is the Duraludon. So I can go for a Earth Power, which is super effective. I can go for a Dynamax Max Quake. I've got +1 in special attack, and I've got like +1 and everything. So it's going to be hitting like reasonably hard, I would say. So we're going to go for a Dynamax here. We're going to get that big old water absorbed Dracovish. Now this Dracovish, right, the reason why I put this on this team, like, it's got a very good move and a very good ability that couple together. So we got Vicious Ren, and Strong Jaw is amazingly powerful when it goes first. So it commonly runs like Scarf and Choice Band. So it has 85 base power, and normally, and when it goes first, it gets doubled. So like 170 base power stab water type move, which is going to dent anything. Speaking of dents, we got to dent that Duraludon, knocking it out in one move there with the Max Quake, and giving myself another boost in my defenses, being special defense, which is really, really good. So that means I got +2 in special defense now. Nothing ain't getting through me now. All right, so we got a double coming out here. I was thinking, okay, what should I do? I could go for a my strongest stab moves here. I could go for a Max Wormwood to drop his attack if it's running a physical set. Mostly I'm thinking it's going to be running a physical set, right? I don't think they're going to go for a special set. So I thought Max Geyser or Max Wormwood would be my best options there. Max Geyser, I can put the water, that rain on the field too, but I opted to go for Max Wormwood in the end. Now, this thing is pretty bulky or fluffy, not that it really matters too much because I'm running a special set, and it can run a lot of like Cotton Guard body press set. That's normally what I see it running, and here we go, we got the Cotton Guard double set there. Not that it's going to matter because I just did way too much damage to it. I think they were possibly running max health and max special defense and Cotton Guard, and then like the body press or healing type move or rest or something like that. Anyway, so I'm going to go for I can just go for another max Wormit or max guys. It doesn't really matter, and take them out there. Now, interesting thing, if you guys don't know this, if you haven't done a lot of Gen 8 battling, if you say you got a choice item, right, like choice specs is this example. Say I picked Ancient Power at the start, right? Now, when I Dynamax, right, I can use like all my moves, but when Dynamax wears off, I can only use Ancient Power again. So that's the only drawback, but it's really good. You can get around your choice item for a couple of turns, do a lot of damage, boost your stats up again, and then keep going with the the specs item in this case. So now we got the old Strawberry Bubblegum coming out. As you can see there, I couldn't pick any other moves. I can go for an Ancient Power. They're going to go for an Obstruct there. So that's, I'm clearly thinking, okay, well, they figured out that I'm choice specs, or they're just trying to get their Flame Orb up on their gut set, or it's just going to be both. I'm thinking more it's going to be trying to get their gut set up. So I know a Facade is coming my way. I'm very confident I can live the next attack because I've got some Ancient Power boost and I'm running max health. So we got the Facade dropping there really hard on Dragovish. I bet they probably didn't expect me to live that one. And now going for the Ancient Power. Does some really, really good damage there. But obviously doesn't take Obstagoon out. Obstagoon's like a reasonably bulky Pokemon as well. Now, I can't do a lot here. I was thinking, should I like leave my Dragovish to the end of the battle, but I thought, nah, it's done a very, very good job, especially a special set, right? So Dragovish goes down, but man, that was crazy. Like, you don't often see a special Dragovish, a choice spec set, go that well. All right, next Pokemon we got is Corsola. So I come up with probably the worst Corsola set in like the history of Pokemon. Galar Corsola that is as well. So this one, right, I was trying to make use of Rock Tomb and Astonish. So making the opponent, like, get outsped, right, using my weak armor to outspeed them, and then trying to flinch them with Astonish. In this case, it didn't work, and Corsola got wrecked in one shot. It even had Everlight too, but you know, with Guts and Knockoff, that was going to do a lot of damage. I was sort of just hoping I'd live barely and then try and implement my strategy. I did have some other moves like Self-Destruct on there as well, but more on that Corsola a little bit later. So now we're going to go into Dragapult. Dragapult, wow. This was a very, very mean set. I'm going to be running a physical set. We've got Dragon Dance, Dragon Dance, Astonish, and Beat Up. We got the King's Rock on this one, and we got Max Attack and Max Speed, Adamant Nature. So the idea of this set is to go for the, multi-hitting moves. So we got Beat Up. Normally this one was really good to lead with, but in this case I didn't get to lead with it, and we got this single chance of King's Rock trying to flinch the opponent. It worked better on Beat Up because if I led with it I could hit 6 times in a row, and if I felt I could get a Dragon Dance up, then I could get like an even more powerful Beat Up going. Now Astonish was just there to troll the opponent. It also has a chance of flinching. It doesn't obviously stack, but the other moves obviously had a good, a decent, especially Beat Up had a good chance of flinching. So we're going to go for a Dragon Dance there on the Inteleon, and that is just enough to take it out, which is really, really good. So we're in a very good position at the moment. We got 4 Pokemon remaining. Now, the proper Pokemon come out with the Copperacha. I didn't have like too much to do against this, and they're going to G-Max their Pokemon. So this is their last Pokemon, and this thing gets very, very bulky. All right, so why they're G-spotting, I'm going to explain Dragapult. So Dragapult, right, is it's such an like incredibly versatile Pokemon. It can run special sets, physical sets, mix set, support set, incredible speed stat, reasonable bulk. It's got great abilities for a sweeper, clear body, infiltrator. And it's just a very good Pokemon, and that's why you see it used so often, because it's that good, right? All right, so I went for a Beat Up there. It took about 100 years to do, though, like when you're throwing that crit. Also, I didn't actually get to explain my Corsola. So Corsola, Galar, is a great support Pokemon. It has that many like handy utility moves. You see it use Will-O-Wisp, a Sap Zipper. It has got some presence about it with Nightshade as well, so it can actually do a little bit of damage. It's great for spin blocking. It's got Will-O-Wisp. And it's very, very bulky with Everlight, so just an amazing support Pokemon there. Alright, so anyway, as I predicted, my Dragapult was going to get wrecked, and now we're going to go into Toxtricity. So Toxtricity, I was running a Technician set, which is pretty interesting. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try and stall out the G-Max Pokemon, right? I'm going to go for a Substitute. So you guys got to see what the moves were there. I was using moves that were like 60 base power or lower, right? So we had Shockwave being my strongest move. and we had Acid Spray being 55 power. That also dropped the opponent's special defense too, and the item I had with Throat Spray. Now, why I put Toxtricity on this team was Toxtricity gets some great sound-based moves like Boom Burst, Overdrive, which are powered up by Punk Rock, right? It's already got a very good special attack stat. It's got a nice scouting move like Volt Switch, and it just hits like so hard. It can get around substitutes, and it can even run like a physical set with Shift Gear, which is pretty nice on it too. Anyway, so Toxtricity is going to go down there. I did some pretty okay damage to it. The Copper Archer, however, is actually gaining stats on the defensive side and the special defensive side. So that was what was scaring me a little bit, you know, whether or not I could take it out. So I really did save my Cinderace for the latter parts of this game. So we got a special 100% critting Focus Energy Scope Lens set out. We got Overheat, Electro Bolt, and Focus Mist. So my best play here would be to go for the Overheat, and Overheat is going to land and does some really good damage to Copper Archer, not taking it out, but seriously denting it there. A critical hit would have actually taken it out there, and high horsepower actually misses. Now, that didn't make a lot of difference. I'm going to show you why, because the last Pokemon I had on my team was Corviknight, and Copper Archer is pretty much walled by Corviknight unless it's carrying something like Heat Crash, right? And yeah, that's pretty much the game. I can go for a Steel Beam, a Hurricane, a Flash Cannon, anything here to actually take the Copper Archer out. Now, as for Cinderace, the reason why I put this on the team, right, was that it has fantastic offense, right? Great attack, great speed, Pyro Ball's very powerful on it, has access to Court Chain so it can get rid of status, and it's just a great hyper-offensive Pokemon, and it's even going to get like a better ability when Libero comes out. That's going to be crazy. That's why I put Cinderace on my team. Definitely the most overpowered out of all the starter Pokemon too. All right, hope you enjoyed that one. Let's get on to the second battle. This is a battle against Paco. Nearly said Pac-Man. Man, I haven't played Pac-Man for ages. Has anyone played this Pac-Man game, right? One day, right, I had a box of cereal. I know that's random, right? I got into the box of cereal, right? There's this CD in there, and there's this game called Pac-Man Adventures in Time. Man, I sunk so many hours into that. It's like this 3D Pac-Man game, right? It's crazy. I wonder if anyone's played it. Anyway, let's have a look at this one. We got Brocco Loss. I nearly read that as Brocco Ass. And we got a Gigalith Blade. So interesting enough there, it doesn't have the Sandstream, so I'm guessing it's probably got Sturdy, which is going to be pretty good for my Dragapult, because this Pokemon loves to get around Sturdy with its multi-hitting moves. So we got a Stealth Rock there on the field. And that's kind of okay, I guess. And not really okay for my Cinderace and a couple of other Pokemon, but, you know, it is what it is. There's not really too much I can do about it. Now, I've got the Dragon Darts or the Beat Up. I decided to go for the Beat Up. Gigalith's got pretty good defenses, so even with a +1 like Dragon Dance, it wasn't going to do like a hell of a lot of damage. So go for my Beat Ups. And why I'm going for my why I'm beating up Pride Rock there, I'm going to go and explain why I put the Corviknight on my team. I didn't actually meant to like mention that in the last video. So we got it's got very bulky stats, right? It's Steel type Pokemon. It's good default use. It can get rid of all the status or traps on the field. And it's got really insane defenses when you couple it with like Iron Defense and Bulk Up. It can do some crazy body press, power trip sets. And it's also got reliable recovery with Roost too. So it's actually very hard to take out. And it's got some good stab moves as well. And a pretty damn cool G-Max to topple off. So that's why I put it on this team. Once again, this is just my opinion, but these Pokemon are definitely pretty strong for Generation 8. Speaking of strong Pokemon, then we got rid of Pride Rock, and now Mimikyu is going to come out. So we've got Mimi. Is that a nickname or actual language? I'm not sure. Mimigma. I'm not sure what that name means. It could possibly just be another language. Okay, anyway, we busted the disguise. This is perfect, right? Because Beat-Up can get around the disguise. It did damage due to the disguise getting busted, and it's actually doing like extra damage there to the Mimikyu, because now it obviously no longer has the disguise. So we almost took out the Mimikyu there, and we got the Flinchry Kingtron. Absolutely beautiful. Now, I was on a roll here with my Dragovish. I was like, not Dragovish, Dragapult. I'm getting my Dragos mixed up. I was like, let's go for the Astonish. Finish them off with an Astonish, right, and make them super salty. So I took out Mimikyu with an Astonish. Not many people could say that, guys. Not many people could say that. So I was like, okay, Right, let's see if we can get I was actually really trying to get a Dragapult sweep number 2. So now we're going to go for a beat up on the Arceus. I'm in the Silvally Electric, and it's doing pretty good damage here to the Silvally. Silvally's got some reasonable bulk around it as well. So I knew it wouldn't take it out, obviously, in one shot. Plus, beat up doesn't have any stab, right? So I accepted that it would be like a 2-hit KO. So I was hoping I could get a flinch there, and now the Silvally goes for an Ice Beam. Like, damn, that's going to do a lot of damage, but it shouldn't take me out, right? And I was all good, right? But then I get freeze axed by the Ice Beam. Oh, come on. So the Dragapult sweep there came to a literal halt, me being a literal block of ice. And Silvally's going to hit me in the face with another Ice Beam, and down goes my little lizards, like 3 of me. I should do a Dragapult team with like 3 Pokemon in each. Actually, it would technically be 18 Pokemon. Anyway, so we're going to send in the Corsola there, and I was hoping I could get my Corsola, this horrible Corsola set, to work. So we got Rock Tomb on this one to drop the speed, and they went for the U-turn. Now, the great thing about this set was, since I made it such a bad set, I gave it Weak Armor. So what Weak Armor is going to do, if I get hit by the physical contact move, it's going to actually boost my speed, which is going to be super nice. And plus, I'm going to be able to Rock Tomb the opponent, which is the Scrotum Watch, right? So I've got the plus 2 in speed, and then I'm going to drop their speed by 1 as well. So essentially, I'm going to be able to outspeed this like super easy peasy. Then I was thinking, should I just go for self-destruct to get a lot of damage on this thing? Oh, I forgot to mention my EVs, max health and max attack, Animal Nature. Then I thought, nah, let's go for Astonish. I'll see if I can flinch it, and then I'll go for Self-Destruct, because I know that 1 or 2 Astonish aren't going to really do a lot of damage. Like, Astonish did less than Rock Tomb. Unfortunately for me, the Rotom is going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and my Corsola is going to get burned. Isn't this an ironic situation? Usually it's Corsola Will-O-Wisping the opponent and shutting them down physically. That's what it does so best. But in this one, like, it's just so funny, right? Anyway, so the Rotom is going to basically be able to wall me, like, super easy now. Oh, the last move I had on there was Strength Sap, just to get my health back. It wasn't really a super stalling step. Anyway, so I've got nothing to lose here. I'm just going to go boom with my Corsola. And judging on the damage I did with Self-Destruct, I feel I would have taken out the Rotom almost if I didn't, get burned there, or the Will-O-Wisp did miss. So now we got the Rotom going for the Substitute, thinking they're going to be able to get, like, an easy Substitute up against me. And then I'm like, okay, well, you're going to get a free Substitute, that's fine. However, I've got a sound-based move Pokemon, being my Toxtricity. So what this set is, it's a special set. I've already explained it, but it does have the move Snarl as well. So Snarl's going to activate the Throat Spray, and it's going to be able to get through that Substitute because it's a sound-based move. So that's going to work really well, and it's going to get boosted by the power of Technician. So I don't think Rotom ever saw that one coming, or maybe expected like a Boom Burst. Like, that still would have worked anyway, but that was, they probably didn't expect Snarl coming. Then again, after seeing that Corsola set, who knows what they were expecting. Alright, so out comes Haxorus, and I can't really do a lot to this apart from going for, like, I could try and go for a Acid Spray, a Snarl. I mean, at least Acid Spray was like stab, right? Snarl did get the boost there as well, so I just decided to go for Acid Spray instead, dropping the special defense of the Haxorus. It drops really, really hard there. Not taking it out, but doing like a lot of damage. I was really happy about that. Obviously, the Haxorus was always going to go for an Earthquake there. I saw that one coming about 20 turns ago, even though we haven't been going for 20 turns. And Toxtricity is down. We've still got half our team left, so things are going pretty good. We've taken out half the opponent's Pokemon too. Now we're going to bring in the Pimpnite. I didn't get to use Pimpnite much the last time, so let me explain what this amazingly overpowered set is. So we got Flash Cannon, Hurricane, Steel Beam, and Agility. So this thing doesn't have too many special moves, but I wanted to make use of them as best as I could. So as I mentioned earlier on, for my reasoning for Pimpnite being so popular, it's a very bulky Pokemon, right? Which makes you think you could make use of a weakness policy set. So I need to boost my special set somehow, because let's face it, they were utter trash, right? So I'm going to take that Haxorus out with the Flash Cannon, and that is going to go down. I was actually kind of surprised I got outsped there. I outsped the Haxorus. It's interesting. I was running max speed and max special attack, Modest Nature, because I wanted to get the most out of the special attack right. Now, the Agility was just there to boost my speed, and then I outsped this Silvally. I'm like, okay, interesting there. So I've got my Agility up, which is nice. And now we're going to multi-attack from the Silvally. I was hoping I could live this one to activate my weakness posse, and it did, which is great there. So now I'm in a position that I've got against the Silvally, right? I've got Flash Cannon, which is going to do monkeys. I've got Hurricane, which is going to do monkeys. Steel Beam here is my only option right, because it's my most highest base power move. The only problem about using Steel Beam, right, is I'm going to give up, like, a lot of health using it and KO my Corviknight, but it didn't matter. Arceus went down to a Steel Beam, and I was really happy with that, right. So now, right, if you haven't actually been paying close attention to this battle, they have not actually Dynamaxed the Pokemon at all, right? So, like, okay, they're definitely going to have to Dynamax, like, super soon, right? So I'm going to bring in my Cinderace here, and the next Pokemon coming out is the Charizard. So, like, okay, they're going to read G-Max Charizard. What can G-Max Charizard do to me apart from using, like, you know, Air Slash or something like that? So I went for the Electro Ball, right? And they did G-Max. I was like, what the heck? They didn't even Dynamax. So I nearly call it Energy Ball there. We got the Electric Ball. It's funny because it looks very much like Pyro Ball, but it's just an Electric Ball, right? I've got my yellow Soccer Ball this time instead of a red one. So Charizard's going to go for Ancient Power there. That would have been really bad if they got an Ancient Power boost there. It would have made them bulky and have more offense. But at this stage, I can outspeed them and take the Charizard out. However, they pulled a no U card there on me there and went for the Dynamax on their Charizard. Now, at this stage, I thought, would this actually take out the Charizard or not? Because it did do a decent amount of damage to it before, but Charizard, obviously, upon Dynamaxing, is going to get, like, a lot more health. So I was like, this is going to be, like, really close. I could have even set up my Focus Energy on this set, but I felt like it was better to attack the Charizard. So Electro Ball fails to take out the Charizard, and Charizard is going to go for the Max Airstream, I'd say, coming off Air Slash, and my Cinderace is going to go down. Now, I haven't used my Dragofish yet, and I thought this would be a prime opportunity to use it, right? So I can't go for any Fire-type moves. It's going to do Monkeys. All I can pretty much do is go for a Max Airstream, right? Unless it's carrying something like Dragon Breath, which would turn it into Max Wormwind, which I was positive that I could probably just live anyway, or live pretty comfortably because I was going to Dynamax myself. So I can go for pretty much any move here except for Max Quake. It was quite a funny story. I almost accidentally misclicked on Max Quake. And man, I would have been so salty if that happened. So anyway, I went for the Ancient Power. I probably could have not even have to Dynamax it, but just in case there was any critical hits or anything annoying like that, I went for the Dynamax. Like, I didn't want to, like, lose this battle. So we're going to get some extra health there, which is really nice on Dragofish. And guys, I actually remember my Dynamax candies. Come on, that's a round of applause. That's a like on the video. Anyway, so I'm going to hit by the, I said Max Wormwind there. The Max Airstream. Charizard's going to get another Speed Boost. That was also a critical hit. And Dragofish can pretty much go for anything and take this Pokemon out. Hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. They were really fun. I got a good bonus battle in. Make sure you check it out. If you thought that this is a great video or a good video, you found something new out, you found it entertaining, please drop a like on the video. If there's a Pokemon you feel I should have included or would be a good overpowered Generation 8 Pokemon, leave it below in the comment section. I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another video. Have a good day, morning, night, afternoon. Peace out.